Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here.
Hello everybody,
gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent,
Against
the atmosphere
Algeria.
frenetic. This is Peter Drury and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. We have already started here. And when these two meet, generally speaking, sparks fly. This ended up in no man's land. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Brahim Diaz, Peter, is a good example of the best of Spanish and the best of Africa. He's quick, he's agile, he's very good at taking the ball on the turn in tight spaces. He definitely has that element of the street footballer in him, which makes him a very exciting watch.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. And it's Benacer. And here's Guiri. He is through here. He rises! Yes! It was wonderfully efficient.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Well, he's certainly happy with that after what's been said in the build-up, you know.
Guiri. And the through ball. And he shoots! And yes, it's there! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Number 9.
Algeria are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
And it's made its bullish header! Hakimi.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Boudaoui. Unahi. With Ziyech. Now, can they get him away? In the city. Referee's had a good look and given a corner. Nesiri, bustling and very visible inside the box.
Well, he is someone you can count on to get his head to it, one way or another, Peter.
Algeria are looking to go forward now. Amrabat. And it's Adli. He's found. Goes for a shot! Now it's in the city. Mahrez. Some good work on the right flank here. He's in plenty of space here.
That's good defensive concentration.
Benacer. Oh, that's a very decent ball now.
Aouar really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And the finish! And he's managed to get free. Just eases him off the ball. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. He's looking wide. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? This looks promising. He's had a shot! Oh, and another try! Caught offside that time. Ziyech. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. That's really well manoeuvred. With Ziyech. Can he get on the end of this? Brahim Diaz gets a cross in.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
Mahrez. Boudaoui. Aouar. Nouri.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Looking to play him in. Aouar. And we hit half-time. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
The boss is going to be disappointed with the way his team just switched off for those 2 goals. They'll have to take some risks now to try and get back in this game. And it's easier said than done, as we know.
Well, it has been confrontational, combative, competitive, everything you'd expect from Derby Day. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Oh, shooting chance! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff.
Well, I don't want to be overly harsh on the defensive side of things here, Peter, but the build-up was so slick and executed with such quality, it made life just that bit too difficult for them.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. And reclaimed it in a trice. Now it's Adli. Guiri. Now that looks a decent ball. And here's Guiri. Now it's Aouar. Adli. And Amrabat. Unahi. And it's Diaz. Now it's En-Nesyri.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with.
The attendance for this match was 80,953.
En-Nesyri is onto it in a flash. Aouar with Ziyech. Well timed, excellent interception.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Guiri. And that's and the shot! That's a throw. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. And he's gone direct here.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Amrabat. The message is clear, none shall pass. Threads one in. Chooses to go back. Well, that pass isn't the best. And it's Diaz. He's a sharp little ball here. Ziyech could try cutting inside here. Pulls over the line, and it is a corner. Morocco have their second corner now. And that has been knocked clear. Pass somewhat off target. And now a sudden chance to counter. And this is Mahrez. Now it's Aouar. Boudaoui. Just about up to 75 minutes. Guiri. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Unahi. Now it's Brahim Diaz. He's on it, can he get away? Brahim Diaz. Oh, good ball. And he's quick to get it clear again. Guiri. And Benacer. Boudaoui. That's a cute ball. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. No way through, so back it comes. Unahi.
Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here.
Boudaoui. It's Aouar. Nesiri out to the right. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Morocco clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And no, that was never going to make it. Brahim Diaz. Now it's Nesiri. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Well, that's a booking, always looked it.
I just think it was a cheap foul to give away.
Substitution for Morocco. Number 4.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Number 8.
Oh no, he's got that wrong. Oh, Kudus! Sticks it away! It could be a lifeline! 2 more needed! That is a super smooth goal, beautiful manoeuvring of the ball, and splendid authority in the finish.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
Well, it's an inspired substitution, terrific move by the boss.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
So is this the start of a comeback? Now looking to orchestrate a counter. So that's it, it is all over. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of... Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of
Hello,
a match that
everybody,
will
and
really
welcome
get the
to
juices
today's
flowing.
match. Nigeria
My name's Peter Drury,
against
and here's my
Egypt.
co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Well, as you can see, we've already started here. It's a promising position.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And here's Mohamed Salah. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, I've been really impressed by this guy, Marmoush, who I expect to be amongst the goals here, Peter. He's, for me, very much the complete package. Great operating alone or in a partnership, but I prefer to see him play off somebody. That's when you really get to see his skills, not just as a finisher, but as someone who initiates as well.
Yeah, the easiest way to make a difference is to score, so no argument there. Oh, it's a great ball here. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And this is Marmoush, and Marmoush! Goal! Egypt! And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
The goal scorer for Egypt after 13 minutes.
An early launch, just as they wanted, just as they hoped it. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case.
Nigeria are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Bassi makes the interception. Played out to the left flank. Iwobi. Well, that is one way to stop him. Oh, no question, that's a foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Passing is crisp and sharp. Now it's Mohamed Salah. That's a promising run he's making on the right.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Tries to get it clear. Lookman.
This is the time you need that pace.
Now it's Osimhen. Looking for a runner. Nice interception, well timed. Nigeria with the corner, they're first. Cleared away. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Aina. Big chance! They've got to be quick to recover this. That's going to go a long way. Knocks it into space. Iwobi. Good running, strong and purposeful. Looking for options for movement. Shot. He's had a shot! Same again, same outcome.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
Corner number 2 then. That has been knocked clear. And now they can spring out of defence. Elneny. And here's Marmoush. Iwobi. And it's Iwobi. In towards the back stick. Tries to get it clear. They get a throw in. Here comes the Osimhen! Oh, surely that deserved a better outcome.
Yeah, it's very well timed. A delivery like that with the right amount of pace and whip can be a nightmare to defend against.
Mohamed Salah looks to get on the end of this.
Nigeria certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
It is a corner. So, third corner of the game. Up he goes! And he's there to belt it away. Egypt are looking to go forward now. Chance for a shot! Oh, he hit that sweetly.
Well, that would have asked some awkward questions of the keeper had it stayed on target.
And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. And he cuts out the supply. Lookman!
2 added minutes has been indicated.
And the finish! He is desperate to get on the score sheet, but not this time. Deep into stoppage time. Out to the right, Salah. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time, because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
And the game has already resumed here.
Nigeria really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Looking for the run.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Osimhen! This looks promising. And he shoots! It's there! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Oh, there's a genuine sense of tit for tat here, Peter. Neither side seems willing to back.
Decent chance! Goal! Egypt! And they're back in front. That was easy, almost too easy.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. A killer pass, perfectly delivered.
Number 22.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. And that's put paid to a promising move. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. And he was quick to react. So, can they find a way to turn round this deficit? Egypt looking to pass their way through. Unrelenting, uncompromising pressure on him. And Didi producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Can he spark a counter here? Now it's Osimhen. He's in a good position here.
Nigeria really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Another pass just keeps it ticking over. And the counter is on. And here's El Neni. Lookman looking to add to his goal. Threads one in. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Osei Samuel puts his foot on the gas. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Lovely pass, but takes a shot! No mistake! It's level again! What a match we have!
Wow, this is so good. I mean, seriously good. They're putting on quite a show here for us.
It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
So all square, and not for the first time.
Well, this one always did feel hard to predict, and that's exactly how it looks like turning out.
And here's Mohamed Salah. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And it's Iwobi. And he's in on goal. And the shot! It's hit the upright.
Nigeria really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
That's a lovely, neat pass. El Neni. Oh, that's a key interception. Oh, can he get onto this? And it's Iwobi. Oh, he's onto this. Lookman could try cutting inside here. That needed to be better, and he knows it.
You really could have done with engaging those crossers much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Substitution for Nigeria.
Corner number 4 coming up here.
Osman. Coming on the field is number 22, Victor Boniface.
And he was alert to it. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now. Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Played out towards the right wing. And this is Mohamed Salah.
There will be 3.
Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Long ball by the goalkeeper. Can he get on the end of this? That's really well cleared. And this is Marmoush. He's through, it's one-on-one, shoots! It is going to need 30 more minutes, no winner after 90.
Well, I think many on that pitch were ready for the final whistle to come, so let's hope that there's still plenty of energy about.
So 90 minutes couldn't produce a winner, and we have extra time.
Please take this opportunity to pay a visit to our official store, where memorabilia from today's match are now available.
So our quest to find the winner continues. Well timed, excellent interception. And now they can clear their lines. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Bassi wins the duel this time. Osei Samuel. Deep cross. I think that's a corner. Yes, it is. They're up to 5 corners now. He's got tall. Oh, should have put that away.
Victor Boniface has delivered a really costly miss. It could have been their last chance to win it.
Egypt finding their passes. That's good running with the ball. Marmouche. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Trostekong. Boniface is herring after that one. Salah. And here's Marmouche. Trezeguet. It will be. Now it's Boniface. That pass has been well intercepted. Now who's going to be first to this? Tries a shot! Yes, he's done it! And that has raised the roof! There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Number 22, Victor Boniface. Substitution for Nigeria, number 4, Ndidi.
And that's it for the first half of extra
Please
time.
make sure to watch the screen for an
Nigeria
information
come
bulletin
roaring
from the
back in
Regional
quite
Police
some
Department.
style. We've got a very different game now. Well, both teams have run themselves into the ground out there. Does anyone have one last moment of magic in them?
Substitution in progress.
And so the last chance to find a winner. This really has been thrilling. Both sides going at it, and now for the final act. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Chukwueze proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a false...
Shapes to shoot! He scores! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity.
Well, how's that for composure, Peter? You can see the keeper tried to put as much pressure on him by staying upright, but it didn't faze him, not in the slightest.
Nigeria take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
Nigeria can breathe again, just.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Shot a goal! Yes! And they are pulling clear here. The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
In extra time is
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
Nigeria blast themselves into a 3-goal lead.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Mustafa Mohamed. He's through here. Close. Oh, shooting chance! And that may well be that. That is that. So the winners bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collection. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. This is Peter Drury, and next to me, providing insights, will be Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. It is that familiar feeling again, old foes, fresh hostilities. That has been slung wide. Boga. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
It's an inviting-looking ball, that. Just eases him off the ball. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
This guy, Franck Kessié, is a player, Peter, who really seems to have found his place. He's been described as the complete midfielder, with physicality, energy, quality, protecting his defence, and he plays an important hand in moves forward. You really can't be asking for much more than that.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Now it's Jackson. And he's played it back. Quarter of an hour played. A nice sequence of passes, this. And the shot! Goal! Senegal! The breakthrough strike! Mane at his razor-sharp best there.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
Le numéro 10.
Senegal penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Oh, he's just loving that. Certainly gives you a very unique feeling. Tremendous. Ivory Coast are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Gay. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. That is a great pick out. And he's managed to get free. There, chance! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
I think the manager's reactions here sum it up perfectly. He fully expected that to go in.
Koulibaly. Ivory Coast are one down despite having the better chances here. To Gay. Mane. And it's Gay. And the pass is intercepted. Gessel. And he's intervened well there. Diallo. Idrissa Gay. And it's Mane. Approaching the half-hour mark. To Gay. Diallo. Gessel. Fofana. Knocks it into space. Boga gets flagged offside. The pass has gone astray. Kessié. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. And it's Fofana. Gessel.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
An instinctive delivery. Well, there's the clearance. Deftly away.
Ivory Coast certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
And he's got the beating of his man. He's having a shot! Really well taken goal. And there we have it, the 2-goal cushion. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Sarr. Now it's Jackson. Fofana. Aholu. Fofana. Now, can they get him away? It's a pretty loose pass. And that's really well manoeuvred. Now it's Jackson.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Idrissa Gueye. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. How would you review the first half?
Ivory Coast really should be thinking about killing this off early in the second half, Peter. The boss will be demanding the same level of intensity from his team, so I'd expect to see the same positive intent after the break, the same purpose again.
Well, it's been a proper derby so far, no doubt about that. Intense and utterly captivating. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
It's a promising position. Elects to cross. Cleared away. Lovely pass, but can he get there? That has earned a reprieve for the time being. And this is Mane, looking for options for movement. Aholu. Guesson. Here's Boga. Threads one in. Kessié! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. And he's gone looking for safety. It's run loose here. Looking to play him in. It's out for a goal kick.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
Quarter of an hour into the second half. Ivory Coast looking to pass their way through. Out towards the flank. Diatta.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Now it's Jackson. Kessié. Oh, nicely intercepted. Idrissa Gueye. This looks promising. Jackson. And the shot! And it's there! Up by 3. They have their boot on the throats of their foes. The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Well, that pretty much works out as a gift due to the space he was afforded in the box.
Senegal find a position of real strength now. Aholu. Picked out brilliantly. And a chance! Oh, taken with style!
I think you have to appreciate the simplicity and efficiency of it all there, Peter. The ease at which the defence got taken out of the equation, and he was never going to miss that.
But pour l'équipe de Côte d'Ivoire. Après 69
So
minutes
is
de
this
jeu.
the start of a comeback?
Le numéro 19.
Koulibaly. Liakate. Oh, can he get onto this?
That's good pressing. It's really squeezing everything.
Aholu. Boga running with the ball. Fofana. Fofana with the cross. And that's the keeper's ball. He can run onto that. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. He rises! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Decent attempt, but not quite good enough.
Senegal certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Senegal couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. He is through here. Steaming on goalwards. Whistle's gone, that's a foul.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Changement pour la Côte d'Ivoire. Le
Pepe
numéro 25.
is behind this
Le
one,
numéro 6.
looking here to alter the direction of the game.
Le numéro 20. Le numéro 26. Attention.
Tries a shot! Mane absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Sima. That pass has been well intercepted.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Played back into the centre. Ivory Coast finding their passes.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Up he goes! And he has kicked it out somehow.
Jackson really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Indica. Aims beyond the defence. Big chance! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Changement pour la Côte d'Ivoire. Le
All he
numéro
needs to
19.
do is to place this
Le
between the
numéro 18.
goalposts and basically
Le
let them
numéro
attack it.
À leur place, le numéro 15. Le numéro
It's going to be another corner, I think. Kosunu, clearly the target here.
Well, he is someone you can count on to get his head to it, one way or another, Peter.
Diallo gets good distance on it. It's gone out for a throw-in. Seri.
Temps additionnel. 3
Jackson
minutes.
gets a foot in here. Sima. Seri gets across to intercept that. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Ahmad shoots! It's in! Deep into injury time! Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
And it didn't take him. And there goes the final whistle. Ivory Coast, perhaps feeling a little aggrieved with this final score. They clearly feel that they're... Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. Well, I'm Peter Drury and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. It is that familiar feeling again, old foes, fresh hostilities.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Well, that looks a decent ball. Oh, that's a key interception. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal. Ah, he's given it away. He's picked his way through. Now, and he shoots! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
And this is why almost every team presses from the front these days, Peter. If you get it right, it creates more chances.
Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Ademola Lookman is a player familiar to followers of English football, Peter. And he's had a very interesting and varied career already, despite his relatively young age. I think he's really found his groove, playing as a number 10 or as a wide forward sometimes, where his explosive, direct and all that dynamic running really comes to the fore.
Yeah, he'll be looking for a goal or two. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
And that has been clear. Nkudu! And he's there to get it away. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Played back into the centre. Well read, nice interception. It's a really well-measured ball. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. It's a pretty loose pass. Iwobi.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
And it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Nkudu. No, that's been intercepted. Nicely aimed pass. He's a sharp little ball here. Cham. And here's the chance to counter. Aina. Can he spark a counter here? Now it's Nkudu. That ball looks a good one. And Cham. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
Vincent Aboubakar really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Not the most accurate pass. And that's put paid to a promising move. It's a searching pass. Aina. Ajayi. So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. And it's Iwobi. Oh, super ball! And Cham. That's a lovely, neat pass. That's good vision. Now it's Nkudu. That's a big chance! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
He's definitely living up to the occasion here. He just loves being out there amongst it.
Nigeria are looking to go forward now. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Aina. Ajayi.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here. Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
There's the whistle for half-time. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. How would you review the first half?
Well, at least the defence can look back on a job pretty well done so far, Peter. I think they've squeezed the play quite well and they've been relentless in their pressing. So the energy levels have looked good.
Well, it's been a proper derby so far, no doubt about that. Intense and utterly captivating. Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time. There's the start of the second half.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first. They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
And here's Osimhen. Osimhen is having a shot! And he's done it!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one. Lookman really played that return ball to perfection there, Peter. He knew the exchange was on and he put it on a plate for his teammate. That was just gorgeous.
Nigeria penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Oh, he's just loving that. Certainly gives you a very unique feeling. Tremendous.
Iwobi. And here's Osimhen. Didi. And here's Osimhen. Lovely. And the shot! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Still chasing the game, trailing by one. Bassi. And Didi. Iwobi. Lookman. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Now he's off and running. Lookman. Lookman! Quarter of an hour into the second half. And it's Iwobi. Thinks about the shot. Has a look and plays it forward. Played out to the right. Oh, easy pickings there. Now it's Osimhen. Just eases him off the ball. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, there'll be no accusations of a lack of effort. They're giving as good as they get when it comes to chances.
Out to the left it goes. Cameroon have kept their powder dry on the substitution front so far. Could that be about to change?
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly.
Iwobi. A real chance to break. He's found a way through. He came in hard, very hard. Nigeria needed that. They really needed it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Oh, that's well spotted. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Strokes it back.
really got in his face there, and it was well played. Cameroon really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Looking for the run. Oh, well played, well played. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Abubakar!
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it, and I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. Osimhen. And the finish! Oh, taken with style. 2 ahead, late in the day, game over surely.
I think you have to appreciate the simplicity and efficiency of it all there, Peter. The ease at which the defence got taken out of the equation, and he was never going to miss that.
And he's done it again, he's got his second.
Changement pour le Cameroun. Le numéro 21.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Nigeria are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
Into the last 5 minutes. Nigeria looking to pass their way through. Looking for options for movement. Oh, nicely intercepted. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Nkudu. And he was alert to it. Ndidi. And Iwobi. And the return pass. Could try cutting inside here. And that is that. Cameroon were a team not short on effort, but ultimately... Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. He's one-on-one, surely! Oh, shooting chance! It's there!
Well, what a statement of intent. Who better to be the one to have the first say? A cracking opening to this game.
As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Well, I'm giving him full marks for the way he exploited the space, Peter, but you really shouldn't be left unmarked in the middle like that. I don't think he could believe his luck.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Now it's Martinez. Barella. Another pass, just keeps it ticking over. Sarr. Played out towards the right wing. And it's DiMarco. Barella. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Out to the right. Passes short and sharp. And here's Çalhanoğlu. That is great defending, so alert. Now it's Solanke. Now it's Solanke. Solanke. Oh, this is a terrific run.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Now there's a fine ball, and he shoots! It's bounced back off the post.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Solanke. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Sucic. Bastoni. And it's Çalhanoğlu. Well, that looks a decent ball. It's played through for him. Now, can he find a finish? Shoots! It's there! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Tottenham grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome...
Goes for a shot! Goal! Inter! And they've got their lead back. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently and he picked out the perfect target.
Inter Milan take the lead. That's really well cleared. And that's been won straight back. Akanji. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. And that's put paid to a promising move. João Palhinha. And it's Madison. Clipped into space. He's got full. And yes, it's there! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
After 30 minutes,
He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
This is quite a battle.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Zielinski. Can he get onto this? Barella. And Sucic. And that's a good ball.
Martinez really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Now it's Zielinski, and it's Barella. Sucic, and here's Lautaro Martinez. And a chance! Inter Milan with the corner, there first. That has been knocked clear. And now they can spring out of defence. Great ball, and he's in here. That is a crunching tackle. Solanke showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. What a throw in. Akanji. Sucic. Bastoni. Barella. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
João Palhinha. Knocks it out wide. Lobbed in behind. That is a brilliant interception. And the first half is done. Tottenham are involved in a terrific contest here. It's been a slugfest and a half. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement. Quite a half, more of the same please. Score at the interval, 2-2. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Sucic. And it's Barella. Bisek. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. And a shot! Big moment! Massive goal!
Oh, the skipper has made such an important difference to put them in the lead again, but they can't afford to retreat and defend for the rest of this second half. To do that would invite trouble.
The goal scorer for Inter.
And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Inter Milan go into the lead. Çalhanoğlu. Now this is an adventurous run down that left-hand side. Sucic. And here's Lautaro Martinez. Martinez! It's loose. Oh, what has happened here? Romero can get it clear. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Tottenham really looking to get back into this at the start of the second half. Akanji aims beyond the defence. Ball comes in, and it's hoisted clear.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Tell might just make this. Not the most convincing of passes. Well, that's well spotted.
Unless they can devise a quick counter-attacking plan, they're going to need to see much more of this ball.
Barella. And it's Zielinski. Good ball, good take. Great chance! It's in! 2! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. More or less by himself, as cool as you like.
Well, was there ever any doubt? It made it look like he's done it over and over and over again, and he has.
And with that, big chance! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes.
The goal scorer for Inter.
Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
Number 20, Çalhanoğlu.
It's starting to look like a done deal now.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Now it's Martinez. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Zielinski. And he's being shifted off it. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Madison shapes to shoot! Çalhanoğlu. Now Martinez. Inter Milan do have a chance to counter here. Nicely weighted ball. A nice sequence of passes, this. Zielinski gets a good foot in there. Zielinski has been caught there, it's a foul. DiMarco ready to try one. And this the perfect opportunity to create a cushion between them. Çalhanoğlu! Superb from Çalhanoğlu! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! Players ecstatic, fans delirious. This is utopian. That was beautiful. Something close to genius.
Well, he made it look effortless, clearly a training ground perfectionist.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
It's become a case of men against boys.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Oh, Red, nice interception. Knocks it into space. And it's made its way to him. DiMarco. Into the last 5 minutes. Zielinski. And that could set him on his way. He's got away. And Martinez! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Pinches it off him. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. And he's had it nicked away, and it's Zielinski. Romero. João Palhinha. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Into the channel. Back into the middle. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. DiMarco. And we're done. A tale of two teams, one irresistible, unstoppable, the other fragile and...